can it be? Showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be funnelling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning scheme is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
All right, everyone. I am here. I can't get the. There we go. There I am, gang. All right. Hey, thanks everyone. Just got done finishing watching up basketball action just moments ago. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning steam. Those of you who just watched, and I was on screen trying to get going here. We just saw Canada get the win just moments ago in men's basketball against Australia. They got the money. It went under. Canada looking good at the Olympic Games, and what a day of Olympics action it's going to be. We'll talk Major League Baseball, of course, but I want to talk a little bit about the Olympics and what's going on today and what's going on in prime time tonight as well, of course. We're looking forward to evening coverage. USA men's gymnastics last night finally gets to shine in prime time with that third place finish. Japan shocks over China, and we get the women. We'll see. We know what's going to happen, and should be awesome. Look, you can wait for the prime time if you want, but really, we're just 3 hours away from women's team competition. If you want to check it out, you know how to do it with the Peacock, but you can wait for prime time, with it all packaged up beautifully with all the, but if you want the live competition, certainly here, we're just 3 hours away from women's gymnastics. It's a featured attraction of the games here for me today. I'm ready to go for that. Hey, did you guys just see moments ago as well? USA in a thriller against Germany in men's volleyball, and they win that fifth set. 15-11, I think it was. It just ended also just moments ago. I was watching that one. Disappointment for Coco Gauff just about half hour ago. Coco didn't look good, and didn't look good. The visuals either, arguing with the umpire, said she was cheated out there. Donna Vekic puts it down, and Coco get a chance to hook up with a winner today from here in my hometown of San Diego. Taylor Fritz advanced with a third round victory just a little while ago here in tennis competition. Man, everything's on fire here right now at the Olympics. Also, big shocker, Angie Kerber. She's trying to quit tennis, and she beat Leylah Fernandez. She's a huge story right now at the games, and also my favorite this season, talk about retiring. Danielle Collins rocked to victory over Osorio here. They're great action right now, on fire in tennis, and plenty of good action there. All right. Let me just say hello to a few people, and I'm going to talk a little bit more action here, try to get you caught up. If you're interested, if you want to hang out for baseball, look, I'm ready to go in baseball, you guys, and that's our and we've got football this week here. I know people are trying to talk Chicago. I'm probably going to be on the Texans, even though you would think in this preseason mode, Chicago would probably be the best suited team to go out there and have a good performance, but kind of like the Texans program in general. Dave was here first. Daffy Dave here. He wants the Padres. They already made a pretty slick move. Thanks, Dave. Here. One thing the Padres have done, look, you talk about going for it. You talk about what teams are doing, and talk about the Giants here. They cut ties with one DH themselves, and they think they've got a chance, so they're fired up and ready to go. But the Padres have traded 9 of their top 12 minor league prospects right now to put themselves in the position that they're not just now, but I mean this season, but still, that's what Preller's up to. This is kind of make or break. It feels like right there. So again, it's never going to be World Series or bust for the Padres, but you do want to try to make a splash. And Preller wants to keep his job. He's probably the best in the game, but he's on the hot seat. Actually, he's my guy, if anybody knows. I know a lot of people will bash this guy, but I would go down swinging with a guy like this who does business like this in a small market. I think I understand small markets, and Dave's also understands his Broncos. He's so fired up this year. Hey, Thomas is here. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, Tony's Picks YouTube channel, the 41,800 subscriber juggernaut. Check us out here with all of our handicappers and their videos every day, including there's a Ron Hahn here. Justin's here. Fernando's here. Well, certainly into some soccer action. He's talking his Brewers, though, here as well. And let's see who else we got. Chad's here. You probably just watched the hoops action as well. We gave out Canada there, of course, yesterday. We also had over, though, in that the other final in men's basketball this morning. Crucial loss for Giannis and Greece as Spain looks good, 84-77. Didn't quite go over like we were calling for, but crucial loss for Greece, no doubt about it. Trevor Davis is here as well. And Ron has a little action on the network here, so check out his videos, everybody. And Gerardo, hello. So let me see. I'm ready to roll right now with some Olympics soccer action here. Let me get that, because we know that there is action just underway right now in the men's tournament. So let's cover that here at this point with a couple of games. Maybe we want to, let me see if there's been any score yet here. We've got the quad screens all over the place, but I'm watching rugby too, and I'm gonna give you an update on rugby in just a moment. But in men's soccer right now, just underway, Uzbekistan, I gotta like them over Dominican Republic. I will take Uzbekistan here. The action's underway right now, but I also like the under in that one. Uzbekistan up against the Dominican Republic. I'm going Uzbekistan and under. That one is just underway. And good morning to our Toms. Gerardo's like in Spain here in this one, and I agree. I like it maybe even higher than that, Gerardo. I'm definitely going to take Spain here, and I don't mind a look at the over here in this one right now. But let's see here. I'm trying to call up the scores, but I want to give you these plays and keep the show moving as well. Let me know if anything's happened here. All right. Stop Gio. What games is he playing here? Solo's checking in. Hello to Solo Malone coming in. Gerardo also maybe a little bit of Spain action in this one. Still to come, Iraq. I tell you what, I've watched some Iran-Iraq games in some really crazy, you wouldn't believe it. But I used to host Iran-Iraq, and when they'd go up in World Cup qualifying back, maybe 20 years ago, we used to host the games in the middle of the night, and it was fun. There was you weren't like serving beers or anything to a crowd at, watching a soccer match from the Middle East at 3:30 in the morning, but it's still a very interesting atmosphere. It was awesome, actually. So let's see here. I'm trying to call up those scores. Without having to change the channel too much. There's 2 games on. I didn't set up my TVs quite perfect. So Iran and Morocco. I like the under there. Of course, Morocco's looking pretty good, certainly right now, but I'm not sure. I said Iran. Iraq. You guys, I'm sorry about that. Don't want to get it confused. especially with those teams. Also, Argentina and Ukraine. This one also 11 Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. I'm going to take Ukraine plus a goal here in this one and the under. I like Ukraine and the under against Argentina. Next group of men's games today at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific with France and New Zealand. I'm going to take France to roll today over New Zealand, lay a goal and a half, and I'll take over 3 goals here with France to roll against New Zealand. Guinea versus the United States at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific. I'm going to take Guinea plus 1 goal here in this one. I'll take Guinea to maybe hang in there against the United States. And I like the under here in this game with Guinea and the United States. Now, Japan and Israel, help. I don't have anything for it. I don't, people say, hey, Ramon, just throwing out some, I don't, Japan and Israel, you're on your own here in this one. I got to rate this one. Look, I mean, I know that Japan is going to be favored in the game, but let me see what it is. I'm not going to still do anything, but favored by a half a goal at plus $1.05 here. I would lean Japan. Lean Japan. That's about what I'm looking at there. Mali and Paraguay, the other last game of that group. I've got a 1-1 draw. Give me an exact score line. I've got the draw 1-1, under 2.5 goals. However you want to play it, I'm calling 1-1 with Mali and Paraguay here today. And that would be, the draws. It's almost a toss up here, I believe. In this one, and draws plus 250. This one looks like a draw. All right, let's continue on here with a few more in the chat, and we'll get over to baseball. Terrell thinks it's going to be in, right? We're almost like, take a deep breath, let the dust settle on the trade deadline with what we've seen so far. Just wild. Well, I don't know. Is it wild? The moves are exciting. I don't know if they're blockbuster necessarily. Justin Turner to the Mariners, Ty France to Cincinnati. Ty France, I mean, he's practically on the scrap heap to a certain extent. Quinn Priester to the Bo Sox. Lorenzen is dealt. The Rangers deal him to Kansas City. The other big one, Kikuchi for Bloss, are scratches yesterday in the major leagues there. A couple of late scratches, players getting traded or on the trade block. But the Jays send Kikuchi to the Astros to get Bloss and a little more, I believe. Lane Thomas is headed to Cleveland. Montas is going to Milwaukee, and they still have to go with some action here today. Who did they have starting today? I mean, Ross is in retread, and they're getting these pitchers, but let it settle here real quick, and we'll see. Dave talked about the talks for Snell, but the Yankees are interested. So are the Cubs. So are the Orioles. Could Skubal end up as a Dodger? Flaherty, where is he? What's going to happen with Flaherty? Crochet, could he end up in Atlanta? So who knows here? We got a little bit more action to go with the trade deadline, but it certainly makes some of the action here today pretty interesting. And there's Chad. He's got some. Okay, here we go with some men's action here with Germany minus 13 here. This is the game at 3 Eastern and noon Pacific time here with Brazil and Germany. And Germany here, 13-point favorite, 167. I got to agree with Chad here in this one. Let me throw out the total, though, and I'll go under to maybe give us a little double play. I'll look to go under here. The steam came in on Brazil, make no mistake here, yet the line, which maybe opened a little lower than 13, quite frankly. So a little two-way action, but the widely reported sharp steam came in on Brazil. I like Germany here. I don't think it's given us much of a discount, though. And Terrell, great to have you here as well. And Chad's got some tennis action. Is that in what? That's Is that in Washington, D.C.? Am I missing something there? I'm trying to get my tennis together here. Certainly a lot of action today. I've got Stan right now not looking good. Tried to take some dogs, but the favorites have been the dogs are coming back at the Olympics here today. Trevor, Spain for the win. Trevor also BTTS in the U.S. game here. And let's see what else. All right, I think I'm all caught up here, and I'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com, I think, in just a moment. John Monteforte here, taking, Mariners here. The thing, they might be overvalued, but the prices continue to be good. Oh, thanks, Chad. Yeah, I figured that was Washington. I'm not selling, peddling anything out of ATP, but just checking some. I had it on when they were doing the replays a little bit last night, but Justin's also on Stan with me. Let me go over to Tony'sPicks.com here real quick. But all right, let me see here. Oh. Okay, gang. Sorry about that. Hey, over at Tony'sPicks.com, we got our premium picks, absolutely our best picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Try to find it here and save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine here. There's Solo. I'm glad he's stopping by here with his 6-1 performance yesterday. Ruben Marlborough 5-0. There's Ron Hahn 6-2. Great job, guys. Between Solo and Ron Hahn, 12-3. Why not pair them up together in the 2-for-1 capper promotion here at Tony's Picks? You get one capper at regular price, a second price, half off on those extended packages. 2-for-1 capper promotion with Solo and Ron Hahn. Gets my endorsement. Mark Butterscotch Eubanks up over 3 units. Tony's Picks VIP 4-1. Bo Dunn, great day, 4-1. Scott Double Shooty 3-1. Jerry Lewis goes 4-1. Hollywood Sam 2-1. EPA Sports wins his only play. Tiffany Mance 2-1. Look at this leaderboard. CJ Sturgeon 3-2. Nick Lagaretos 2-1. Ben Ruhala 3-3. Mindy Hahn 9-7. Everybody's up there. Ramon had premium pick winners and Twins, Mets over, and also had a premium pick winner with the Milwaukee Brewers. Couldn't crack the green. Let's take a look. Last 7 days here. Hollywood Sam 14-9, up almost 14 units. Nick Lagaretos here over close to 67%, 7.5 units. Scott Double Shooty up almost 5 units. Ruben Marlborough nearly 3 2/3 units. Brandon Check is 8-5 over the last 7 days. Last 30 days, Brandon Check up 18 units. Bo Dunn up over 14 units. Ben Ruhala 13 units. of Prava, Daniel Milosevic, and Hollywood Sam are up a nickel. Click on the All Cappers tab. That's where you'll find the handicappers. You can find the handicapper of your choice. Click on their handicapper profile page, and that's how you get signed up. Check me out today, and I'll have premium picks in Major League Baseball here on the site. And later on this weekend, I'll have, of course, MMA action. I previewed the MMA card for this weekend with my analysts. You can check it out on YouTube. Just type in Ramon MMA. You probably find it there, but we previewed the card this week. They're coming from Abu Dhabi. It's going to be a pretty awesome card here. I think they made a pretty good card despite having obviously coming off a pretty big card, but do have a pretty attractive card here coming up this Saturday from Abu Dhabi. All right, here comes that first steam play since we've been on the air, and we can get rolling near to Major League Baseball now. Thanks for listening to the commercial. The Mariners and the Red Sox. I'm seeing some steam coming in right now on the over here in this one with Mariners and Red Sox. And tell you right now, that's the direction I was headed, I think. Let me see here. No. Let me just report the steam as is. I'm not jumping on it yet. We'll see. I'm not sure, but with Castillo and Paxton, that 9.5s are gone, and right now we're seeing across the board here 10s everywhere. In fact, it's 10 over at Circa, 10 over at DraftKings. Supposed to be a slugfest today with Seattle and Boston this evening. Anyway, with that steam. Okay, let's get a few more comments and we'll get rolling. Other action in the Olympics. So I'm watching the rugby here, women's rugby. United States is going to get a play for a medal. The United States hasn't won a medal in rugby in 100 years, but all they have to do is beat, well, we don't know who they're playing New Zealand, the defending Olympic champion today, and they're a strong favorite to win the medal. They're really just two teams that are competing for that top medal probably, but United States will get their chance as well in their ensuing match to play for a bronze medal. Unless they spring in a big upset here against New Zealand today. Okay. Also, 3-on-3 basketball, Jimmer Fredette and the men, they're going to be taking on Serbia, and USA women's 3-on-3, much talked about, with some of their personnel here, and they're going to be taking on Germany in women's action. Leon Marchand, the French star, he'll be competing in 2 events today in semifinal action, and the finals tomorrow in the fly and the breaststroke, 200-meter fly, 200-meter breaststroke. Of course, he'll qualify, but those races today are just 75 minutes apart. And game that a little bit has been over for quite a while right now. We didn't cover it here on the show as a final. U.S. women crushing Japan, 56 straight wins for the women at the Olympics. All right. Also, men's swimming later on. This will be at 4:15 Eastern, 1:15 Pacific. United States 4x200 team highlight for the Americans in the pool. Also, Katie Ledecky gets rolling in some competitions as well. Let's get to the baseball action and maybe a few more comments. See who else is stopping in. All right. Oh, Dave, that's nice. Dave, checking out. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Well, yeah, Dave, we interviewed the all-time passing leader at University of San Diego, not San Diego State, but the University of San Diego. We interviewed their all-time passing leader last night on a show Dave and I did together. That was neat. I really appreciate that. Ty Lee's here today, not quite understanding all this Olympics nonsense. He's probably ready for some baseball action. And, it's tough on some of these events to get the bet on some of the event. If you're not, the field events in different categories. Okay, here we go. Let's roll Major League Baseball. Talking about that early game of the Guardians, right? Because we have here on Tuesday at this point, 1 day game. Who called for it? Who's calling for day games today? So it's because we're having a little bit of a getaway day here for these guys. We've got a kind of a quirky schedule coming up here over the next couple of days, it looks like. So got a getaway here for the Guardians. Looks like kind of tricky here. We get Holton. Do we get Holton here today for the Tigers in this one? Let's talk about maybe the matchup here with Gavin Williams, a big road favorite. I'm not really too interested in the Guardians at this price here, despite yesterday. Let's take a look here with Gavin Williams. Williams has a 4.88 ERA in his last 5 starts, or in his 5 starts, I should say, so far. 0-3 record for Gavin. The Guardians are just 1-4 with Williams so far. So you wonder if he doesn't quite have it together. You thought that this would be kind of a guy that they'd want to get back in here, and they're going to keep working through with him right now to give him the contribution. So for Holton here, did he open yesterday, and is he opening here back again today? Because certainly right now, let me see what they have listed here at this point. Okay, yep, Holton, the left-hander here, as an opener, I would guess, doing it again. So let's take a look at it from the Tigers' perspective here. The Tigers have dropped 6 of their last 9 games right now. They've gone over in 8 of their last 11. The Guardians, though, have gone under in 11 of their last 14. Williams has gone under in 4 of his 5 starts. You can get your comments if you'd like on this one with the day game here with Cleveland going up against Detroit here. So probably figure with the Tigers, maybe Wentz is going to be the guy to come in after Holton here today. So if that kind of gives you a little perspective as to where the Tigers are here at this point. Again, Flaherty's on the trading block, right? So, okay, let's see what we got here. Chad talked, and I was up and down on my totals yesterday. And let's see here. John talking about the run production. Eugene's here today, here with the Guardians. And hello to Darren. Yeah, it's a tough one, you guys. So maybe just not a lot of opinion. I'm going to take the Tigers here. Let me see what the run line is. Maybe I can just grab a little handicap with the Tigers here today. Just with this being a getaway day and Williams hasn't been great. Look, we know the Tigers have been nice. Tigers have been okay for, what's expected. We know the Guardians have been pretty awesome, but maybe we could just catch them a little bit soft today, getting out of town here. Detroit at +1.5, minus $1.25 is going to be okay for me. Give me the Tigers on the run line here on the Morning Steam Show. Here's some steam coming in right now. Let's report it live. Washington and Arizona. This one, the move is on the under here right now with Washington and Arizona. Steam coming in. You got Corbin going for Washington. You got Nelson going for the Diamondbacks, but the steam is coming in on the under. So if you're a Patrick Corbin Day kind of guy, you're going to get a discount if you want to play the over today. The total's gone down from 9.5 to 9 flat right now at Circa, 9 at Bovada, and still 9.5 under 20, under 18, under 20 maybe at DraftKings, but who knows? Everything else is a 9, so how long can DraftKings and the stations here in Vegas hang out with a 9.5 at this point? So it's up to you on that one, but I kind of liked it to go under here, and the steam's coming in on the under. That's the game we'll still talk about, but just want to bring that to you right now. And Mike's ready to make a play on it, but no problem. You can put that up there, certainly. And Dave likes the under in this one. There's Mike. I want to say hello to Mike, but he likes the Diamondbacks game over. So just hang out here, Mike. Don't even do it yet. Wait. Make sure you get that 9. Who knows how low it can go, but I wouldn't imagine much lower with Corbin going. Maybe it is the right time to do it, right? The sharps come in. They bang it down. You get the over right now because maybe the public will still go over. Hey, Brian McKeever running that, mowing the lawn. If we don't pick enough winners today, I may go into making those viral videos of cleaning up people's yards for free. All right, here's Darren. He wants to go under. Those are so soothing to watch. And all right, that's going to do it in this one. I think we got some opinions out there. I'll take the Tigers on the run line. Next up, Blue Jays here with Bassett. Orioles with Burns, and you got Corbin Burns here, got a $2 favorite in this one. The widely reported steam has already come in on the over here. You see the total 8.5. It was a lot of 8s out there, and man, it's even going up a little bit higher, 8.5 over 15 right now at Bovada, and I didn't mind that for sure. I may still hang out for there, but man, I don't know if I want Burns here today. The numbers are going to indicate, maybe it's still the Orioles here in this game with these two. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Yesterday, we know in that doubleheader, I don't know if it went according to form or not with the way it went down. First game was Baltimore. Second game was Toronto. I was thinking it was going to go the other way. So, just one game, though, here today. And let's see, with Bassett here. Here we go. Bassett has a 6.23 ERA in his last 4 starts, and Toronto is 2-7 in their last 9 with Bassett on the hill. Toronto's gone over now in 27 of their last 32 games. For Corbin Burns, a 3.26 ERA in his last 3 starts. Baltimore has lost 6 of their last 9. They've gone over in 11 of their last 12. So you got one team's gone over in 11 of their last 12. One team's gone over in 27 of their last 32. You got Corbin Burns. You got a guy like Bassett. I feel like it's still going to go over, you guys, in this one. I'm going to end up taking Toronto here. I'm going to maybe lean to some variance is what I'm thinking. Maybe in this one, I'm going to try Toronto again. I just feel like $2 right now. I'm not into it. Give me the Toronto Blue Jays plus a 1.5 here in this one. I'm thinking it's going to be some runs still. I mean, these teams are obviously going over quite a bit. The Sharps are on the under so far, but the widely reported steam came on the over. I know that's conflicting information. This is just what my reading here, and you see the total right now, right? As I said, still at 8.5. I would, and there was an 8 under. I think 9 runs. I think we get 9 runs or more. Okay, here we go. Let's get your comments, and then we'll move on here. Appreciate everybody joining me here. We got 60, 65 of you in here right now. All right, let's see if we got the comments here. John, that Bobby Witt, he just ended it, right? Kansas City, they made it look tough, and then they just ended it. Okay. See here. Sorry, you guys, just kind of missing the games here. All right. Justin says, give me the Orioles to go over in this one. Okay. John Leonard Stroop is withdrawn from the men's match here, and Mute is going to advance via walkover right now. That match was set to start here in just a little bit, but JLS is withdrawn from the men's competition. Mute is going to advance here. All right, here we go. Orioles for Monteforte. And okay. See, I'm just not quite seeing too many plays here. Here's Dave with Orioles on the over. And Robert says he wants to go under too in that one. So, okay, I'm going to go with Toronto here as my play plus a 1.5. And I'm probably going to be looking to this game a little later. I do like it. All right, next up. Yankees and Phillies. The Phillies favorite here in a hot matchup between these two. Even the Yankees, even they're struggling with, let's call it, still pretty attractive game here with Cole going up against Nola. We saw, of course, yesterday. Hey, I had a winner. How about it? We had the Yankees yesterday here on the show, and steam didn't come through. I didn't come through. I liked the game to go under yesterday, but let's take a look here today in this one with Cole going up against Nola. Nola favorite here, $1.20 or so. All right. Let's see if I got it here. I got some notes on this one for sure. All right. For Cole here in this one, you got him. Let's see here, guys. I'm sorry about that. Cole coming in with a 5.4 ERA right now since he's returned to the rotation. So it's been a little bit rough so far. He's given up the long ball and all, but still, you figure he could come at any moment here. For Nola right now, 21 starts, a 3.44 earned run average coming in. Go ahead and get your comments ready. Cole is still a New York 4-3 with Cole, And Yankees here obviously starting to mash a little bit now all of a sudden after the slump. They've scored 33 runs in the last 3 games. Phillies have dropped 9 of their last 13, so maybe it's turning back a little bit the other way as far as what these teams have been getting into here of late. Go ahead with the selections maybe in this one with Yankees for Justin here. Our Tom's with the Yankees. There's Philly for Eugene. Robert says, give me Philly. Calvin McClinton is here today, and he says, give me the Yankees. Terrell says the Yankees are hot again, so he'll roll with them in that lineup. Team total guaranteed. But Bob Martin says, I got 300 Canadian on the Phils. All right. Well, I'm going to try to come back here today again on the New York Yankees. Won with them yesterday. I'll try with them again today. The offense is looking pretty good. And, Phillies maybe just a little bit of a slight slump here at this point. Give me the Yankees in this one on the road on the morning steam for Ramon. Marlins and Cabrera, the Rays and Springs. So Rays here going to make do, but we've seen Springs in this role before here. A couple left-handers at least to start the game. Rays a pretty big favorite here. I don't know. I'd be a little bit suspect in this type of role at this point. I know what Marlins are fire sale right now, but oh man, $1.75. Let's take a look at the matchup with these two. For Cabrera, he has 7.4 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's gone over in 8 of his 9 starts so far. 2 career starts against Tampa Bay, a 10.8 ERA and an 0-2 record for Springs. This will be his first start of the season. Did make 3 starts last year before he got hurt, so we'll see. Look, he's been around for sure, even though he's never faced the Marlins. He's definitely started plenty of games, 30 games in his career. Tampa Bay has won 10 of their last 16. They've gone under in 6 straight games at home. So, all right, let's take a look here. With who we got here? Thank you, Bob. I'll hook you up, brother. You know where to find me. You know where I'm at. You can find me on X. All right. Let's take a look at your comments here for the game. And so far, I've got Justin with the prop play of the game. He's on Cabrera over 5.5 strikeouts. And Terrell said, look, the Rays have lost too many hitters. The Marlins have lost a lot of pitchers. We don't know what's going on with these guys, right? Eugene says, give me the Marlins here, first 5. You got Cabrera, 4-4-1, just okay here. So, all right. For me, I'm going to take the Miami Marlins. What's the run line here? Maybe I'll just take a money line. Minus $1.50, give me the Marlins. Plus a 1.5 is my play here on the morning steam. Marlins, run line. All right. A few more here, maybe. Trevor Davis on the Rays. And thank you, John. Appreciate you giving us an update there. And Bob Martin said, give me the Marlins here as well. Next up, Cubs and Reds. Justin Steele going up against Nick Martinez here in this one. And yesterday, hey, we had the Reds here on the morning steam for a winner. And let's see what you got today here with Justin Steele, a road favorite, $1.35 or so. For the Cubs, they're 3-5 with Steele on the road. He's gone over in 3 of his last 4. Cubs have dropped 8 of their last 13. Steele has a career 5.75 ERA against the Reds in 8 career starts. for the Reds, that come in also having gone under in 6 of their last 7 games overall coming in. See if you guys, what do you have here with this one? Cubs and Reds. I want to know, Team Steam. And we've got Eugene is on the Cubs money line. Maybe Trevor's on the under here, it looks like. John says, give me the Cubs money line. And our Tops is on the under here. Justin says, give me a Reds team total. Whoops. Let's see. Bob says, fade the consensus. Take the Reds. Justin says, Reds over 3.5 on the team total. All right. And I think I'm ready to go with my call here in this one. And for me, it is the Chicago Cubs. I like the Cubs here to win on the road. Look, we took the Reds yesterday. I'm going to come back with Steele here today on the road. Give me Cubs to win as a short favorite. I think they're actually, I have $1.35 listed on screen, but yeah, that is actually the price here. A few spots don't have the game up yet. I think it might be a corresponding move here to get Martinez in, right? Because there might be an opener here. There definitely is some information that shows that this could be a different pitcher here, or at least an opening spot in this one, because you have some other guys in here like Richardson possibly here to be the bulk innings starter. So it would be Richardson's debut here in this one. He mostly pitched as a reliever in AAA, so maybe look for a little bit of bullpen action here for sure from the Reds here today. Okay, I'll take the Cubs next up. Mariners and Red Sox, we reported to you that widely reported steam on the over here, but I don't know if I'm about it, and I know everybody likes to pick on Paxton a little bit, but I don't know, with the way these teams, we'll see what the Mariners can do. They're obviously trying to help themselves a little bit, whatever they can do at this point, but you got to wonder if this offense can get it going here in Boston right now. I think the public's going to be relatively split, but I'd rather try to maybe lean in on consider the underdog here. Let's see what you got with these two teams. With Castillo, he's got a 1.4 ERA in his last 4 starts, but Seattle's still just 4-6 in his last 10 starts. Mariners have won 3 of 4 here. Paxton now, of the former Dodger here at this point, but was getting racked pretty hard here, but now he gets a chance to maybe he'll feel more comfortable here. Maybe there's too much pressure. Dodgers were 14-4 when he pitched, but he was getting a lot of run support in those games here, and I don't know if that's going to happen here. I know the steam came in on the over, and now we're looking at 10s, man, across the board here pretty much. I don't know if I'm digging it. All right, let me I'm going to take Boston here in this one. Let me get your plays from the chat here in this one. Let's start it off. Maybe it is B-Hawk starting this game on the under. Terrell says, what's the pick in the Cubs game? How about the Cubs? Terrell, I went with the Cubs and Steele against the Reds at the bullpen game. B-Hawk likes the Mariners here as a road favorite. Bob says I think he's got the under here in this one. Dave says, what's your pick in the Cubs game? I went with Steele, Dave. I'm going with the Cubs here in this one. I like them here. Thought I made that pretty clear, but all right. Here's Mariners team total over. John says, give me the Red Sox here. And Mariners shouldn't be minus $1.20 here at this point. You got to see what maybe is in store for the Mariners. Look, they probably have a pitching advantage here at this point, but I'm going to take the Boston Red Sox at home here. And man, we're not getting any consensus action here, are we? All right. That's okay. Eugene, Seattle, Bob Martin on the under, Solo on the over. So we're all over the place here. That's fine. Maybe that's what all the excitement's about in Major League Baseball today. All right, next up, it's a Festa. I think I drove a Festa once here. Twins going up against the Mets and Mania here in this one. The Mets are going to be favored here, $1.35. Hey, I had a premium pick winner yesterday. Team Steam, we tried to go with the Twins, but the Mets just pounded. But it wasn't just us, man. The Twins were probably the most popular play. Sorry about that, you guys. That noise. Felt like the Twins were the most popular play on the card yesterday. So I don't know. I don't think we were alone. But hey, hats off to those contrarians with the Mets yesterday. All right, let's take a look here with this one and Festa here so far. He hasn't looked too good. He's got an 80 RA, over 8 in his 2 starts so far. Both games went over. Twins have gone over in 7 of their last 9. Mania has a 5.4 ERA in his last 3 starts, but the Mets are 5-1 with Sean Mania on the mound in his last 6 starts. They've gone over in 3 straight with Mania on the mound. They've also gone over in 6 of their last 8 overall. Mets have won 14 of their last 20 games coming in. And we'll get maybe your opinions here on this one. Mets are in a pretty good spot where they do seem to have some success right now in the role of a favorite. Minnesota's pretty tough when coming off of a loss in a series, I heard somebody say. Here we go with the picks. Make sure I get these right here. Hey, Joe, thank you. And look at this. We'll just start it right here. I think we can. Joe says his best bet is this game to go over in the Twins and the Mets today. I think it's going to be a pretty popular. Hey, Joe's sharp. I think it's going to be a pretty popular play. I will say that for sure. And I will also say this. Let me check here. I don't want to be wrong here. And Joe is a bit of a Steam follower, a little bit like me. So, all right, let's take a look here. I want to take the Twins today. I feel like, though, everything points to the Justin's on the Twins, Eugene's on the Twins. All right, is this going to be here? A consensus? I don't know if it is, but I'm gonna roll here with Justin and Jude and take the Twins here in this one. John says check on the status here of Correa on the injury report here and see if today's the day that he comes back 10 days after that with that foot injury. So we'll see. All right. Give me the Twins today here. I'll take them. And the money line. It's going to be a Festa. Next up, Max and the Rangers. Lance Lynn and the Cardinals. Man, Lynn, I don't have much hair, but if I was out there pitching in 95-degree weather like this, I wouldn't look like Lance Lynn, but he makes it look good out there sweating. And I've been known to lather up a bit, so to speak. But, hey, sometimes that helps a guy keep in the flow, keep that sweat going. Lance Lynn right now, I'm not going to – you guys know I'm a Lance Lynn guy. Like I said, we're not talking about Cy Young here. I just want a guy to go out there and give me his, best effort every time. Okay, for Lynn, he's got a 1.64 ERA in his last 2 starts. The Cardinals are 9-3 with Lance Lynn on the mound in his last 12 starts. These are the type of things that I like, you guys. Cardinals, though, have dropped 5 of their last 7. I think we whiffed on this one yesterday. I had the Cardinals in that game yesterday as a premium play. Rangers here, they've gone over in 5 of their last 6. Max has a 4.82 ERA in his last 4 starts. Texas has gone 4-3 with Max so far, and under in 5 of his 7 starts so far. All right. Say in this series, I don't know if you're in, series stats with a matchup like this, but St. Louis has lost 7 straight at home to Texas. It's kind of a one-sided series. They don't meet obviously a lot. Let's get your plays here with the Rangers and the Cardinals. All right. With Thomas didn't indicate that Twins play was a consensus. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, it felt like the only one so far, for sure. Maybe here. Panger, hello. Nice to have Panger. He's a little behind us, but want to shout him out. Justin on the Rangers here. Jermaine going to lay it with Texas. Justin's got a prop with Seager going over. And Bob Martin says St. Louis. He thinks the tide's turning a little bit here. All right. All right, gang. In this one, what do you guys got? Jude with Rangers first 5. This one feels like I want to roll the dice a little bit, but I'm going to take Max here on the road in this one to get it done here. I'm going to take Max. Minus $1.25. Sorry, Lance. You know you're my guy, but Darren's on the Cardinals too. So a little bit going both ways. Solo says Lance been decent at home. I'm a Lance guy here, but I'm going Rangers today. Okay, next up. Braves and Brewers. Aren't the Brewers? I thought they were acquiring some pitchers, and now I've got Joe Ross on the mound. Oh, well. Can't win them all here, so got to end up with Ross here today against the Braves and, well, Bryce Elder, so maybe there's a shot here in this one. Watching there's my women's rugby action going on with Australia over Canada, so maybe the U.S. will end up playing Canada for a bronze medal if Australia is looking good, as they should, against Canada. Okay, let me talk about the Braves game here real quick. Bryce Elder has an 8.5 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Braves are 5-10 in their last 15 games overall. For Ross, let me see what else it could be in the works here for Milwaukee and their pitching plans today. With the trade that went down, right? Could we see Montas here? Is that what's going on, or is Ross going to be an opener? So you're not even seeing the line here at a lot of places, and maybe Ross could be an opener for Montas. Maybe Montas isn't ready. If you guys know, you could put it in there. I guess that's kind of where I was at this point when kind of looking forward to this game. Maybe I was watching too much Olympics, but all right. Here, let's see. Go ahead and put your plays in. I think I'm about ready to make a call here, and I want to see what you guys have with the Braves. If anything, I think we might have not going to have opinions here as this. Jermaine says, do you do run lines plus money, laying 1.5? I do have one lined up here, I do believe, at the near the end of the rotation, but probably just 1 or 2 a day, Jermaine. I try to get to that plus money for sure. Darren on the under. Jermaine says this one could be tied late. So he goes over. Eugene, Brewers first 5. And Panger on the Braves. Okay, he's caught up with us. Hi, Panger. And John said, why would they want? Yeah, look, that's the thing, right? And some of these teams, you make out a little bit of a good haul trading these mediocre arms. Every team in contention, right? A little bit. They want to have, that just a little bit more pitching at this point. But really, when you go out there and just get some mediocre arm and innings filler, right? Is it really what you need? But injuries happen too. So, all right, Braves and Brewers here in this one. I'm ready to go myself here. And again, without knowing exactly what's going on, I'm going to grab the over here in this one. I right now the total 9/20 on screen, and Bovada has it 9/20. DraftKings 9/20. So okay, I'll just take the over here and. Hey, I reserve the right to make a bet on whatever I want later on when we find out maybe what's going on here. All right. I don't want to be off on that. I kind of want to. I almost want to go to the old uh, Elon Musk machine here and figure out maybe a little bit of Brewers pitching, just maybe real quick, and see if we have the latest. So okay. All right, let's move on. I think that's what we're looking at, just trying to get him in the fold here. Okay, thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. Justin on the Braves. Next up, Royals and White Sox with Michael Wacha going up against Cannon. Look, I was the one saying, look, White Sox saved the good pitching. Try to do something. Oh, there goes Canada's going to the get a try here. Make it 12-5. Nice run there by Canada. Okay, here, let me get into this one with the Royals and the White Sox. So, hey, Royals got the win. Make no mistake. We're talking Bobby Witt Jr. He put an end to it with a big home run there, 8-5. Royals get the win, of course. We don't even have to waste too much time here. Certainly with this one, we know what's all going on and stuff like that. And I'm going to go with the White Sox run line again. I mean the Royals run line again. I mean, just going to keep doing it at this point. Cannon. So far, okay, right? 4.13 ERA, 0-3 record in his last 4 games. Chicago 3-7 with Cannon, but I like what I see from Cannon, and White Sox should keep working with him as well here at this point. This is the plan. And White Sox should stick with these guys and just hope to roll the dice later on in the years to come. You got the pit, you have one of the best. Whatever's going to happen, unless they screw this up, the White Sox will improve. They'll improve. How can you not? But I mean, maybe they can drastically improve. They can just get things worked out. Wacha, 3 starts against the White Sox of this year, 0.9 ERA. I'm taking Kansas City on the run line. You guys are too. It's a consensus play, and I haven't even looked. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But, and again, I was saying, let's see. White Sox, that streak ends today. Eugene says, take the White Sox today. Justin, White Sox, first 5. And let's see here. Royals run line for Darren. And Royals for John. Royals for our Tom Sitzik. Probably, I would think, we'll get around to a consensus play here, still rolling it a little bit with the Royals today. It's up to, we'll just do it this way. White Sox have lost 18 of their last 19. That's what we'll leave it at. We don't need to say all the different ways they're losing games and all that. Bob says take the White Sox here, fade the consensus here today. I can't do it right now. If anything, I've been the leader of try to find the spots on the White Sox, but not right now. I'm not doing it here at this point. So reverse run line for Terrell. And let's just keep rolling it right now with the Royals at this point. All right, next up, Pirates and Astros with Falter going up against Brown here. And, well, look what we saw yesterday from this from this game, from this series so far. We had some runs. The Astros needed to mix up the pitching there a little bit yesterday, and Skeens, they got the win 8-5, if I'm not mistaken here, with Skeens eventually prevailing in this one, in that game. So Was that right? 5-3. I was 8-5 was that last game. 5-3 was Skeens over Scott as it ended up yesterday with my cousin pitching there. So let's see though, a little bit different situation here, but I don't know. I thought the Pirates looked pretty interesting yesterday, and hey, at this price, I know we've kind of pumped up Brown, and he's really sharp right now. I mean, he's got a 1 ERA in his last 3 starts. Houston's gone 8-1 with Brown. This is a game, though, I'm feeling a little bit maybe contrarian here. For Pittsburgh, they've won 11 of their last 16 right now. Getting some pretty good pitching here at this point. The Astros they were hot. They're still hot, somewhat. They've won 9 of their last 16. Or so. Yeah, 9 of their last 16 right now. They've gone over in 6 of their last 9. So I don't know. I might want to just try to take the Pirates again here today just to be that guy. Let's see what you guys have. I want to take a look at the markets here a little bit. Yeah, you're probably not going to get me off of this, even if the Astros are consensus. Let's take a look here in this one. Jermaine, maybe it's over here. Altuve going over. June G's with me, I think, on Pittsburgh. Astros run line here for Justin. Astros for Fernando on the run line as well. Nerfy, is this our first Nerfy action here in this game? Brown is 7 for 20, not too great. And Bob says fading the consensus here as well. Have we seen it yet? Maybe, though. Maybe it could be. I don't know. Maybe I'm keeping it off a consensus. And there were a couple other Pirates, weren't there? John, though, on the Astros. R. Thompson on the Astros. But who else was it? It's me, Jude Jean. And is that it? So I don't know. Maybe it's going to be close. It could be a consensus still for the Astros. I'm on Pitts. I better take the run. Let me see what the run line price is. It might not be. If it's $1.50 or less, maybe. Oh, $1.35. Give me the Pirates on the run line today here on the morning steam. The widely reported steam did come in on the Astros. Brown right now. What do I have listed here on screen? $1.60. Right now at Bovada. Brown's $1.96. So give me the Pirates. Here, look, I'm sure that Brown's awesome. We've talked him up big time. We were on Brown, I think, when people were starting to get off Brown or weren't sure about Brown. Let me see what the total here is. Still 8.5 under -120, but I'm also seeing some 8 overs. So pretty sharp move to the over here, but I got to take the Pirates here at this big time increase. I can't lay it now for sure. I was already on the Pirates. Give me the Pirates. All right. Yeah, and see, Rob says right there, I think he's saying, sometimes you just right. This is what is different from our chat, I think, a little bit than some of the, you just got to look at the prices sometimes. And if you lose, you lose. All right, Bob going under here in this one. I think under will be the popular play. I may, if it goes down to 8, Bob, probably going to just at least take it in pocket over. But, okay, one steam move is coming in right now in a game that, let me see. Yeah, we did already talk about it. So Rangers, Cardinals, Max. That game is moving over right now. Steam coming in, and we're seeing all the 8s are turning into 8.5s. Bummer. I kind of wanted to go over. I probably still might, but it's like 8.5 all over right now. Got to do a show. So I thought I was being sneaky with Max and Lance Lynn, but I think the Sharps are seeing what I'm seeing right now. So you're seeing this total between the Rangers and the Cardinals definitely moving higher. Even if you want to look at Lynn at home doing better, Scherzer is Max, and he's maybe going to start to get it going here, but the total's moving higher. So that feels pretty sharp. Okay, next up is that we're reporting to you the steam here on the show. That's what we do here on the morning steam. So join me every day, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Next up. Rockies and Angels with Quantrill and canning here. We're going to can this game here in the weeks to come. These two teams keep it up here with Quantrill. He's got that 6.16 ERA in his last four starts. Colorado wins with Quantrill. They've won 10 of his last 15 starts, but the Rockies have dropped 5 of their last 6 overall. For Canning, he's been pretty bad, 6.88 ERA in his last 4 starts, but the Angels are 5-2 in his last 7 starts at home. The Angels are just 1-6 in their last 7 series openers here right now as we start a new series here with these two teams following their day off. I believe they both had the day off here yesterday. So, oh boy, the Angels a favorite. Who wants that? Not I, said the host. Let's get your plays here and see what's going on, if anything. This one isn't great. Justin's going to go over. Gene's got to go with the Rockies on that money line here after taking a look at that. And that's probably it. That's it for that game. I'll give you another second or two. Maybe I can dig up another few numbers or maybe something that can scratch your itch a little bit. Angel games, underdog has won the last 7 of the last 8 Angel games. So that probably puts me on the Rockies right there. All right. I'll take Colorado here. Probably going to have to take them on the money line. I don't think we can get a good enough. No. Yeah. Money line here. Colorado for me against the Halos with Quantrill over Canning. All right. John went with the Rockies as well. So a couple on the Rockies, but Bob's going to go with the Angels of LA. And as Bob likes to call them, the Angels. Next up, Tyrone Corbin. We have a Tyrone Corbin day here, right? With the Nationals. We've already talked about the steam that came in on this game, on the under in a Corbin game. So, these sharps, they just play numbers. They're not interested in who's pitching or anything like that. But you do have a Washington team with Corbin here. On the road, Corbin has a 4 ERA in his last 3 starts. Washington is just 2-11 with Corbin on the mound. You can see why he's got his own day named after him. For Nelson, he's won a couple of games in his last 4 starts, 2-0 with a 3.2 ERA, and Arizona's 6-1. With Nelson on the mound in his last 7 starts, Arizona's won 11 of their last 14. They've gone over in 8 of their last 10. And Nelson's gone over in 4 of his last 5 starts. The Nationals have gone over in 5 of their last 6 on the road. And Corbin's gone over in 8 of his last 12. So maybe you could see, the Sharps just playing those numbers. Everything else would indicate there's going to be some runs scored in this game. Not much, it looks like, from you guys here with this matchup. All I have to report so far is Justin, Diamondbacks, team total over, and our Tomps is going with the Diamondbacks here on the run line. Bob Martin says, get me Washington and over. Could it be a little parlay action there? Jermaine, Diamondbacks, team total over. All right, I'm just going to peek here at late line movement that came in since I've made my pick already here. So I'm going to roll with that steam a little bit. I see your overs in the chat. I'm going to trust the steam in this one and go under here, even with Corbin and Nelson. I'm obviously not getting the best price right now, mostly 9s, all 9s out there. The 9.5s are gone. We're not going to go under in a premium and somebody laugh at me, but I'll do it on the show. I'll take my stand here. I'm going to have to take the under here in this one. And John says, I always fade Corbin. And also, let's see here, Eugene, Diamondbacks, team total over. Terrell said he took the Diamondbacks over last night. And let's see what else here. John says Diamondbacks -1.5. I gotta get John. John always is laying it. I understand that. John, Diamondbacks -1.5 over. Team total over here. And Bob says he'll take the over in this one. So I'm in the minority here. Looks like everyone's going over, and I'm on the under. And does that mean we've on the die? Is that a? Okay, I don't think that means consensus, right? That means just you're on the Diamondbacks, I think, right, Thomas? All right, Canada. Oh, Canada came back to beat Australia. Wow. Okay, so the United States, unless they can upset New Zealand, that one's up next in women's rugby. The loser of the next match will take on Australia. So that's Canada wins. All right. Let's get on to the next one here. We're almost done with the show. Appreciated everybody for joining me, and it's Dodgers taking on the Padres here. Oh boy, I'm gonna have some fun nights here trying to fit this one in to the Olympics cover. You know, the Olympics are over by then. Just like the primetime package programming, but I'll be watching tonight for sure. Dodgers and Padres here. I don't actually. If I'm the Padres whisperer, I'm probably feeling Dodgers tonight, to be quite honest, here with Glasnow going against Waldron. And maybe it'll be, let's see here, $1.35. Go ahead in the chat if you want to get rolling a little bit in this one. But man, I maybe I'm seeing it not clearly because I'm really pulling for the Padres tonight, but with Glasnow here against San Diego, it does feel like a pretty good matchup for the Dodgers. Let's take a look here at some of the numbers for Glasnow. Not great, obviously, of late. 7.71 ERA in his last 3 starts, but always getting that run support. Dodgers are 4-1 with Glasnow over his last 5 starts. They've gone over in 5 of his last 6. He's already faced the Padres twice this season with a 2.25 ERA. No record to show for it just yet. Waldron, 3.79 ERA in his last 3 starts. 2 starts against the Dodgers, 0-1 record, 2.61 ERA. Padres hot. They've won 7 of 8. But at home, series openers, just 8-9 record here. Padres have gone over in 4 of their last 5. And what do you have here in this one? Oh, Thomas said Diamondbacks were the consensus play there in that last game. Let me take a look at that. I'll be willing. Well, okay, you guys are on Diamondbacks consensus there. That's fine by me. Is it a run line? Is it a money line? What did we say it was? It's down to $1.80 or $1.75. I was probably willing to lay the run line, but hey, consensus needs a winner here, so we will go ahead and take it. Maybe I'll just lay it privately, but I'll go ahead and roll here with I like the Diamondbacks over the Nationals and Corbin today. I agree. I'll go against Tyrone Corbin Day. All right. Fernando says Egypt's got a 2-0 lead. Well, at least I'll get that total. But man, Spain, what a shocker in Egypt. A big news here, but definitely. Justin says, give me Ohtani over 1.5 bases. Eugene will ride Dodgers with me. R. Thompson will take the Padres tonight. Come on, Padres. Here, Darren says, give me the Dodgers. First 5 on the run line. The Dodgers with Glasnow. He's got a first inning record, a first 5 record of 8-9-3. Waldron is 7-11-3. Bob says, give me the Padres here in this one tonight. And Dave says he's going to go over here. I think Justin and I, we're seeing it the same way. I don't know what we're seeing, but all right. Here, thank you, Dave. Appreciate you. And I think Bob says, give me the Padres. John says, you give me Judge, Harper, and Ohtani for a home run parlay. All right. I'll take the Dodgers here tonight. If the Padres win this one, I might be on them the rest of the series. just a little concerned here coming in. Padres still looking to do something here, but they are shoring it up. Like I said, they traded away everybody, so hopefully they can get in there somehow. They want to be like the Diamondbacks, I think, from last year. All right, one more in the major leagues, and Robbie Ray on the Giants. That's probably a pretty good fit. We'll see. It does feel like to me like the ballpark plays to Ray's strengths. I would think this is a very good situation. Look, I'm not trying to, well, you'd love to recreate old Robbie Ray or whatever you can get with Robbie Ray, but given the Giants' motivation right now and what they think of their positioning in the playoffs, I think this is going to work out for the Giants. I think they're going to crush the A's tonight. Love the A's. We know we've been rolling with the A's a little bit, but pretty sure I'm on Robbie Ray here tonight, and the Giants possibly to maybe to roll against the A's for once, and Sears here. So I would think that Ray could maybe be the type of pitcher that is able to calm down this Athletics lineup right now. We'll see. To me, look, with Ray, I'm not going to say that, because we haven't really seen him, right? I mean, just one start so far, gave up one run in 5 innings. They won that game. So I think that's, going to be good news. So I like the situation here for Ray, even though the A's are obviously in a group, but the Giants have won 5 of their last 6 now. The Giants are 8-2 in their last 10 home openers. And I would think that it's going to suit Ray just fine. Sears has a 5 ERA in his last 4 starts, and the A's have gone over in 9 of their last 12. But I'm going to take this one. Let me see, what is that? I like him on the run line. And who was asking earlier about taking a little bit of plus money? Giants are probably plus $1.05 or $1.10 on the run line, and I'm going to take that tonight as my run line play. Get your plays in if you want with this one, and I'll highlight them here. And let's see. I'll tell you what, we're having an earthquake. And I'm not kidding. There was, I'm from San Diego. Southern California has its share of earthquakes. San Diego doesn't get them as much as LA and San Francisco, that's for sure. But I felt the big one, of course, that happened in LA. The biggest one in LA many years ago, the Northridge quake, was actually one of the strongest ever felt in San Diego. I can remember that one vividly. But the earthquake, watching the World Series, I know exactly where I was when that happened. I was actually listening to the game, trying to get home as fast as I could to watch the game. And I think I'm looking back on it now, I was glad I was listening to it, because the TV went off and everything. The radio stayed on, and it was really interesting news coverage from that perspective. And then I got just home in time when they were kind of getting back on the air with Al Michaels. And what a crazy memory to have the I don't know if you're as old as I am, you guys, and some of you are, and to have an earthquake in the World Series. The series was delayed for a week, and could you imagine? And it was a terrible tragedy too. Remember those pancake freeways? It could have been a really terrible. It was a terrible disaster, but it could have been worse. All right, Jude Jean's got a Nerfy here. Robert Barton's got the ever since. And, the stories start to come back out. It's all the people that want to say no. And it's kind of like, yeah, maybe they're planting the stories in there a little bit. But looks like things continue to move forward here a little bit. Did Stan just get, I think Justin's mad at Stan. I didn't see what happened. I'm wrapping up the show. Thanks, everybody here. Thanks for joining me. Morning Steam here. And appreciate everybody joining me. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, previewing the Wednesday card. Here, let me see if I got some other things to pop up on the screen. At least let me keep you updated here. I'll let you get out of here, but let me keep you updated right now on upcoming games here with a few plays. I know we had Chad, but there's more basketball with France taking on Japan here in this one, and I've got France to roll over Japan, and I'll take this one to go over. I say France will win this one by about 20 in a game that will probably get into the high 160s. In men's action today, this one goes off here in 45 minutes right from now. If I'm not mistaken here. Yes, in 45 minutes, France over Japan. We talked about the game with Germany. I like Germany here and under. I'll take Germany and under here. This one I think will end up short of 165. My number's about right, 164 or so. So I'm going to take Germany here. This team came in on Brazil, but I'm going to take Germany here. Not much of a discount. Okay. Also here, looking forward to games that will be in basketball before we reach the air tomorrow. This one is at 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. Women's action, Spain and Puerto Rico. I like Puerto Rico here, plus 21. And the total here, 137.5. I like it to go over here in this one. I'm going to take Puerto Rico and the over. More women's action here with Serbia and China. I'm going under 145. Here, 144.5. This one's on the move, actually, right now. In fact, we've seen steam. Let me go back. Puerto Rico is getting steam. Let me go back just a minute. We'll get off the air here, but this one's down to 20.5 right now. So maybe they're Thomas Lewis, Ramon Scott moving the line here. Also, the totals move down here to 144.5. This open China 8. It's now 6.5 at some very sharp books. If you can grab 7.5 and you like Serbia, that might be the play, actually. I'll take under for now, but this is an interesting move here that I'm going to keep my eye on for sure. Okay, I think that's enough sports betting here. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Enjoy the Olympics. Remember, gymnastics is coming up here, you guys, in just a little bit. Hopefully you saw some of the action we previewed yesterday. I think we gave a pretty good preview, and hopefully you watched Chase Budinger win his first match in that beach volleyball match. And, of course, the exciting skateboarding with the rider from Japan, Horigoni winning, and Jagger Eaton with a great performance, and Nigel Houston ended up, I think, with a bronze there in that one, but he's still pretty happy about it. I saw him rolling around, skating around Paris here. So, all right, Americans are going to be coming up here in just a little bit. Let's see. They will play Australia here at 4 p.m., 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific. It'll be for the bronze medal. United States will take on Australia. All right. I think that's going to do it. We talked about Emma Navarro lost to Qinwen Zhang. That one's just a final a little bit, just a short time ago that came in as well. All right. I think that's going to do it for the show. Appreciate you. Catch me tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific here. Bob, I'll try to get that information to you, my friend. I don't know where else I can reach you here on the show. But I really do appreciate you so much, Robert. We'll work it out. I've got some other ways out there. I'm on Facebook, and you can type in the bottom of the chat here on the YouTube as well. Really appreciate you so much. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Catch you tomorrow here for more Morning Steam. Thanks for your plays in the Olympics, too, there, you guys. Appreciate everything. 3 consensus plays, including that Minnesota Twins money line. All right. That's going to do it. For Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.